Բարի եկած եք բոլորդ մեր եկեղեցվո 77-րդ ամենագի դոնագադարության երկրորդ շաբաթը։ Շատ շնորհակալ ենք, որոնք հետևեցան մեզի անցյալ շաբթվա վիդեոին։ Today we will hear from ARF Chairman Hagop Solakian, ARS Chairwoman Lisa Zakarian, and Hometman Chairman Sahak Zakarian. We're also including few photos from these organizational activities. We thank you for your support and your participation for these weekly videos.
Hi, Hayr Pagan Tashnatian, Chicago Christopher Gomidei Goldman. Pari 70-րդ դարեթարց կմաղթենք մեր ամենայն սրբոց Հայաստանյաց Արաքելական եկեղեցին։ Մեծ շնորհակալություն կհայտնենք մեր հայ սուրբին, Հոգապարծությանին, Դիգնաց Միությանին, Թբրաբեդին եւ Թբրացտասին, Սարգավարկներին եւ մեր թբիրներին, որ մեր գրոնական եւ ասկային կորձերը կշարունակեն։ In addition, I would like to thank the entire Armenian community for their continued support for our church and center even during these unforeseen times. Our church and community, dating all the way back to the beginning of the 20th century, has always been supportive of the ARF and its ideals. One of the ARF's ideals is to strengthen the diaspora's national identity through the beautiful church services, the celebration of feasts, the ability to receive the sacraments, and by providing the Tanyel Varujan Armenian School for the youth of our community, the church has always been a partner with the ARF on this initiative. The ARF and its members are constantly reminded that we have to ensure the life and breath of our communities, including our churches, in order to achieve our ultimate goal, our tarutun, justice. The ARF is always organizing and directing its political potential to strengthen Armenia's statehood and pursue recognition of the genocide, reparations, and a free, united, and independent Armenia. Dating back to the end of the 19th century and the early 20th century, clergy would take arms and stand next to our fedais in order to protect our lands and people. Today, we continue to see our clergy stand next to us at demonstrations, political fundraisers, lobbying on Capitol Hill, and always active for our pursuit of Haitad. The All Saints Church has always been a partner in this initiative and will continue to be. Major accomplishments of the ARF have always been recognized by our church and community. Every year we celebrate Armenians' first independence, May 28th, where the ARF played a crucial role with our community coming together to bless our tricolor. We also do the same during Armenia's second independence, September 21st. As recently as 1991, when Artsakh fought for its independence from Azerbaijan, ARF members from around the world joined that battle. Again, side by side with clergy who believed in the cause of liberation for our people. The ARF has taken on major initiatives in Artsakh to help ensure its survival, and our church and community has always been supportive for that financially and politically. While the church and community have always stood for the aims and goals of the ARF, we have done the same. The ARF consistently has worked for the church and community to fill and satisfy its needs. We are celebrating the 77th anniversary of our church. In 1943, after 10 years of our community being denied sacraments, the leadership of the ARF organized visiting clergy to assist neighboring churches to administer those sacraments. The ARF also made a decision to purchase property on Lemoyne Avenue, which became the first home of All Saints Church. All of the charter members of that church and mortgage guarantors were ARF members. The community followed by donating funds to eventually purchase the property outright. You can see the keystone, that Lemoyne Avenue Church, in front of the doors of Shah Nazarian Hall. Fast forward to 1967. The area around All Saints Church began to change and our community began to grow. The ARF and its members, after raising sufficient funds from the community, led to the purchase of 2 acres of land that we reside on today. Soon after, the ARF and its members were the driving force behind 12 years of fundraising and building our community center in 1980. During this time, many ARF members took on the responsibility of guaranteeing the mortgage once again. During the 1980s, after seeing the cooperation over the last 40 years between the ARF, the church, and the community, a 50-50 partnership was formed, supported by all parties, including the ARF and the prelacy in New York, in order to build our current church in 1989. This partnership continued in 2011 when an additional 2 acres of land was purchased to our south, and will continue today as expansion will eventually be in our future. The ARF has always stood with the church and community. Our members have served in leadership positions on school boards, board of trustees, national representative delegates representing our church, building committees, expansion committees, fundraising committees, and everywhere else our church and community needs us. I share this history lesson to all of you because I wanted to show the true meaning of cooperation and partnership. Where we are today as a diasporan community is as a result of 77 years of cooperation. Our goal is to continue to build on that trust in order to strengthen our national identity and pursue our cause for justice. On behalf of the Christa Porgomide, I again want to wish happy anniversary to our Armenian All Saints Apostolic Church. I want to thank the hard work and dedication of Hayr Ghevont, our Board of Trustees, our Ladies Guild, our choir master, our deacons, our acolytes, for their dedicated service during these most unusual times. I have always said, Hay Alala Turune, Hay Manala Tijvare. We are all Armenians, whether both parents, one parent, a grandparent, through marriage, etc. That's the easy part. The hard part is staying Armenian. Join us by becoming a member of our church, attending services, whether it's virtual or in person, enrolling your kids in Armenian school, support and become members of our organizations. Through the hard work of the ARF, the church, and our sister organizations, we will always provide spiritual nourishment, cultural relevance, and nationalistic pride. Գեցե Հայաստանը եւ Արցախը, գեցե հայ ժողովուրդը, գեցե մեր քաղուտը, գեցե մեր գազագերբությունները եւ գեցե ամենայն Սուրբոց եկեղեցին։ Շնորհակալություն։
ARS Chicago Zabel chapter extends warmest wishes to the church board and our hearts group on the 77th anniversary of the Armenian All Saints Apostolic Church. The Armenian All Saints Apostolic Church and ARS worked together through the years, serving the humanitarian needs of our Armenian community in Chicago, from the earthquake in 1988 in Armenia to the COVID pandemic of 2020. With our church as the pillar of our community, along with our sister organizations, we work together to provide the needed support for our community during these difficult times. Zoom meetings, grocery shopping, thank you letters, and much, much more was accomplished due to the strong connection we all have to our church, community, history, and Armenian people. Too many beautiful memories were made within the walls of this church and the community center. We all miss those days during this pandemic. Our ARS events, our Palm Sunday preparations, and our anniversary celebrations. We miss our church. We miss our community center. We miss our gatherings and events. And we miss being here where we belong. Sincere gratitude to our church and prelacy for their guidance throughout this pandemic, keeping us connected with our faith through the live streaming of church services, daily reflection, messages, emails, and keeping in touch with our community members. Congratulations on the 77th anniversary of our church, and may God bless our church and community center for years to come.
Քերաբադիվ Hayr Ghevont Pentezian, բադվարժան քաղուտի ներկայացուցիչներ, հարկելի հետևորդներ եւ հավատացյալներ, Հոմեթմենի Շիկագոյի անունով մեծ հպարտությամբ կշնորհավորենք ամենայն սրբոց Հայաստանյաց առաքելական եկեղեցու հիմնադրության 77-րդ ամյակը։ Հայ եկեղեցին մանավանդ այս քաղաքեն ներս անհամեմատելի թեր կգադարե հայու առօրյային։ Մեր երկար պատմության մեջ դժվար կամ փայլուն օրերուն հայ եկեղեցին եղած է այն փարոսը, որ կգանչե բոլորիս եւ կապահովե մեզ իր չերմ լույսով։ Ամենայն սրբոց եկեղեցին ուղիղ փաստ է այս իրականության։ Հոմեթմենը միասին իր քույր գազམ་ագերբություններով ծնած եւ հասունացած է այս եկեղեցու շուքին տակ։ Եվ առաջ ասված քալու սերունդները գաջին նույնպես եւ գահասունան այս թրներեն ներս։ Հայ եկեղեցին եւ մանավանդ այս եկեղեցին իր հարակից վայրերով եղել է եւ միշտ կմնա մեր դունը, ուր մեկ ընտանիքի պես կհավաքվենք, կսորվենք, կերքենք, կբարենք, կսկանք եւ կզվարճանանք, կաղոթենք եւ ամենակարևորը մենք մեզ հայ կսկանք։ Եկեղեցին է մեր հարազատ դունը, եկեղեցին է մեզ միացնողը, եւ հայ եկեղեցին է, ուր հայրն իր ամենահայը կսկա, ուր իր հոգին, միտքն ու մարմինը միասնապար կաշխատին այնպես ինչպես Աստված ստեղծել եւ ուզել է։ Այս դեղը այնտեղն է, որ թեկուզ մեր կործերն են ծանր, բայց մեր հոգիները թեթև։ Այս քեղեցիկ առիթով կուզեմ գրգին շեշտել Հոմեթմենի անշարժ զորակցությունը եկեղեցուց ովևէ ծրագիրին եւ հիշեցնել բոլոր մեր անդամներուն եւ հայրենագիտներուն, որ չկա հայ, չկա քաղուտ կամ չկա հայ աշխարհ առանց եկեղեցի։ Գրգին կշնորհավորենք բոլորին եւ Աստված բայ Հոմեթմենը հայ ժողովուրդը եւ հայ եկեղեցին։ Շնորհակալություն։
It is a great pleasure for me to be the pastor of Armenian All Saints Apostolic Church and give from my heart to serve and work with the most important Armenian community in the Midwest. The Armenian Chicago community has a long history as an organized Armenian community in our Armenian life, filled with success. Therefore, keeping this community at this high level where it deserves to be is a big responsibility for all of us: pastor, board of trustees, sister organizations, and most importantly, the parishioners. Dear parishioners, I ask you to keep your church in your prayers and support with your generous donations. God bless you.